Hello.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Good afternoon. Myself Shivam Gupta, and I am taking your programming of PLC section. Okay. Let's first talk about the types of switches, then description, hardware logic, and PLC programming. What is switch? A, a switch is a device which interrupts current, or signals by diverting one point to another point. Okay. Or without switch is a one kind of controlling part, controlling device, and without switch and types of switch: toggle switch, push button switch, selector switch, limit switch, relay, contactor, and sensor. Let's talk about toggle switch. A switch that uses toggle to open or close circuit with the push by pushing lever attached with the switch by a small force. There is many types of toggle switch. First is SPST, single pole and single throw. It has a one input contact and one output contact, like our normal switch. And second one is SPDT, single pole and double throw. It has a single input and double output contact. It used for either circuit 1 on, either circuit 2 on. If you want to choose any one circuit to on at a time, then we use SPDT and DPST. DPST is double pole single throw. It has two input contact and two output contact, but it is work as a two SPST. It works as a two SPST at the same time. When we when we on the switch, both inputs directly connected with the output, and STCO, single port changeover center off. This switch has a two input and one output contact. You see in the bike, left and right indicator is the output, input, and indicator our indicator switch is the common switch. When we press left, left indicator will on, and when we press right, right indicator will on. And DPDT is a double pole double throw. It is nothing but two SPDT work as a simultaneously, and like that QPDT is a quarter pole. Okay. Next type of momentary. It is a one type of momentary switching device. In this device, one spring is connected internal side deactivate to deactivate this. There is many kind of push button switch. When we press, it activates, and when we release, there is a five type of push button. First is plain headed type, like this. Like this is the plain headed type. Mushroom headed type, like that. This is a mushroom headed type switch. And palm type, key to release and pull to release. In the all kind of push buttons, two push button, palm type and a pull to release. Both are the NC contact. Normally it is connected with the supply, but when we press that switch, it is open. It makes open circuit. Next one is selector switch. A selector switch can control on of different current circuit by rotating the handle. Just because of rotating handle, it's known as a rotatory switch. Selector switch is used our home. Regulator of form, regulator of fan. It's also one kind of selector switch. We have also one selector switch is there. When we rotate right side, is on the output. When we rotate at the left side, of the output. Limit switch are usually not operated by the accessible. The operator can just activated by the moving part. Example for refrigerator. When we open the door, lights glow on, and when we close the door, lights go off. And in CNC, in CNC, the pallet in which our job put on, when it goes to the left side, limit switch is pressed, then motor will shut off. And it goes to the right side, limit switch right side, which is suitable in the right side, is pressed, then motor goes off. Just because of that, limit switches, our CNC workstation has working left or right, and limit switch has one actuator and three contact. One actuator, three contact. First contact as the input, second has a NO contact output, and second one is the NC output contact. Relay. A relay is an electromechanically operated switch. It consists of a set of input terminals, single multiple control. It has a five contacts, two for the coil energized, and one for the common contact, and one NC and one NO. And how does it work? I will play you one video. That is relay. It has a one relay coil and one movable contact, and one NO switch and one NC. Like that. One movable contact, coil terminal to energize the coil, NO contact and NC contact. And how does it work? When we energize the coil, NC contact comes to the NO, and when we release the coil, it comes. When we connect one, just see there. When our coil terminal is not connected with the NC switch, it is not connect with the supply, and when we connect with the coil second terminal to the supply, our common contact is connect with the NO switch, which is connected with the supply. By this, we are using NO contact or any NC contact.
Sir, can I ask one question?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, can you please once again repeat limit switch?
Okay. Limit switch. Okay. Actually, madam, limit switch are usually not operated by the accessible. Operator cannot access directly limit switch. Just because the limit switch is operated by moving parts of the machine, because it has the one actuator which pressed. When this actuator is pressed, then its NC contact. Limit switch is not operated by accessible. Operator cannot use directly. Here
we are the operator, sir?
No. We are by manually. Actually, it has a one. When this actuator is pressed by a moving part, then it has a two contacts, NC and NO. That NC contact connect with the NO. Our inputs contact directly connect with the NO, and on that NO contact, which what will we connect? That energize or on or off. Just like our refrigerator, when we open the door, that actuator has been pressed and light glows on. And when we shut the door, okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Okay. Anyone doubt in relay? Anyone has a doubt in relay topic? Just because in programming section, relay is a very, very important part.
Sir, can you give an example of relay switch? Sir, can you give an example of relay switch?
Okay. I'll give you one example. Actually, relay switch are used in the microwave. Relay switch, relay switch is used in the microwave when we on the switch. When we on the switch, relay are used in the microwave to convert high voltage circuit to the low voltage circuit. And in a industry, relay used for motor starter or motor, just because the inner starting motor used high current, but after running it has used low current for the signal.
It's
And
just like a
also relay
stabilizer.
used to no, it is an electromechanical switch which switch the contactor. Contactor is one kind of electrically controlled switch used for the electrical power circuit. It's used its working principle is like a relay. Like relay is used for the normal single phase circuit. Then like that contactor is used for the three phase circuit. An application of contactor are used in application ranging from the light switch to the most complex automated industrial equipment. And it is also used by electrical equipment that is frequently turned off and on, such as the lights, heaters, and motors. A contactor can be used a controller in an electrical control circuit or as an actuator in a power circuit. Let's talk about the sensor. A sensor is a device that measures a physical input from its environment. It takes physical input from the environment and converts data into data which interpreted by the human or a machine. Like that signal is maybe electrical or analog, which can be accessible. Component of the sensor which used in the PLC. It has a first sensing side, front end sensing side, and one housing to connect with the module, and in the end electrical side wire which gives output. There are most usable sensor are inductive sensor, capacitive sensor, and optical sensor. In an inductive sensor, it senses metal, and capacitive sensor sense all kind of materials like a rubber, wooden, any kind of. And in an optical sensor, it also detects all kind of material which comes into that range. Okay, sensor which has used in the PLC programming or in a automation, it has some different color codes. Which sensor have a three wire? In that, red or brown wire has a positive wire, and blue has a negative, and black has a NO contact output wire. And when we have a four wire sensor, it has a one positive red and brown color, or blue wire for the negative, black wire for the NO contact of output, and white is for the output of NC. We used five wire sensor. Then red brown wire is a positive, blue wire is a negative, black is for the NO output, and white is NC for output. And it has a one more option. It has an analog as an output. It gives the analog signal. Anyone has any doubt about sensors?
Black wire, you said no, for no contact. What does that exactly mean? No contact of output, you said no. Black wire.
The black wire, it is a NO contact, normally open contact when supply sensor has sense anything like an inductive sensor, proximity sensor, inductive sensor has sense the metal, then that NO contact connects with the we press one switch and activate output. When we sense like that. I'll show you one example. This is a one kind of proximity sphere, and this switch is off. When we touch the sensor, it glows on. It means it connects in a NC. It's connect. It's called the NC. Or when it is off, it's known as a NO. And we switch we sensor or switch as a in a starting connect as a NC. When we touch this sensor, then it goes to NO. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Hardware logic.
These NPN, PNP, and all, are these the transistors? PNP, that is, what are these NPN?
Yes,
and
yes.
yes, these NPN are
NPN and
PNP transistor?
NPN and PNP is a transistor.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Actually, proximity sensor, which NPN type, it is a NO. But when we energize it or touch it, it becomes NC. But in the case of when this sensor is the PNP type or NC, when we touch this sensor, it becomes on. Let's go on hardware logic. First example, you all clear about the NO and NC context. Lamp gets on when switch in on condition. When lamp gets off when the switch is off condition. There is one circuit to describe NO condition switch. Battery and switch. When switch is on off condition, that flashlight is off. But when the switch connects, it's on. That's known as a NO condition switch.
Sir, has it got, excuse me, sir, has it got something to do with the gates, no and all? It's got something to do with logic gates?
Yes, yes.
Oh.
That is also lamp gets off when the switch is on condition, but the
Yeah.
lamp gets on when the
Okay.
switch is off condition, like a inverter.
Oh.
Okay, inverter is inverting switch. When the switch is connected, flashlight is off. When the switch is disconnect, then flashlight is will be on. Okay, let's
Yes.
go through the exam. Let's go to the programming, and just before that, we know about the symbols. We denoted this symbol for the normally open, and denoted this symbol for the normally closed switch. And coil is denoted for the output, and box is for the timer, counter, and comparator. Okay. And in PLC, anything we connect, it has an address. It connects on a fixed address. When we connect anything in an input, it has an address I0.02, I0.7, and I1.02, I1.7. It has just 8-bit address. And in an output addressing, we use Q0.02, Q0.7, and Q1.02, Q1.7. Okay? Okay. Let's go to the programming. This is our PLC. It has a one Profinet cable, which has a one Profinet cable to program by the PLC. This PLC is programmed by a software by connecting this the Profinet cable. Okay, and there is a input. There is a input where we connect the input, and it has a slot to connecting the output. Which inputs are connected? This side. Which inputs we are connected in this side? It has connected from directly here, input side. When we connect that output here, that connect with this side, and it has an analog AI EQ module. Okay, this light indicates input sector. This light indicates output sector. This model has a name CPU 1200, which is a medium type PLC, and this is a model number CPU 12143 DC-DC RLY. In DC-DC RLY, DC type input supply and DC type software using TI portal. This is the advanced software to program TI portal. Okay, this is TIP. This we are first configure our device, which kind of device or PLC we are used for the programming. Just like here we are using 1200 SIMATIC S7 1200 used for the programming. Let's create a new project and create it. Okay, configure a device and add a new device. Which CPU we are used? Anyone say that? Yeah, which kind of CPU we are used? Okay.
S700, 1200.
So, SIMATIC S7 1200. Or in CPU, we are used 12143 DC-DC RLY. Okay? DC-DC RLY we are used, and in the DC-DC RLY, some product description allow that in there. T6ES7 214-S3 1H3 30 0XB0. This kind of some model numbers available. When we show 0XB0 is a China type, and when we used the here 0XA0, it's so 0XB0 40. Okay. We will add this device. Let's configure. First, add. Let's see that here. We had one more module attached with the 1200. It's known as a AI-EQ. Let's see here. AI-EQ. Almost. Which attached with our 1200 PLC. And here there is a no module. So we will attach it. Just click on it and go to the hardware catalog and AI-EQ. It also has a 0XB0 32, and we added it. Okay. Let's configure by the IP address. We check it. What is the IP address? That IP address is 192.168.0.1 as the IP address to connect the PLC we are used. Why we are providing this IP address? Anyone say?
When we operate the computers, and also every time our specific individual IP address will be there, no? For the internet and all.
Yeah. Okay.
Here it identifies the specific PLC.
Yes. Let's see all are right. Let's program the block. We go to in the program block and add new block, function block to program. And when we add function block, in a function block, this function block we want to add in the main OB. F1. Okay. Then download. And hardware configuration data is dumped in the PLC. Okay, which kind of hardware configuration we used for the PLC? There is no any address, so we write that 192. Which kind of IP address we are used? 192.168.0.1. Okay, then it's find automatically. Find it, then connect. Data is compiling and continue without synchronizing and stop all other actions. Just download it and download a device. And now PLC is ready for the programming. Okay. We program in the FC block. We have some examples of program for the PLC. First read the first question. Develop a ladder program such that the lamp L1 should glow when on and the lamp gets off when switch S1 is made off. Which kind of switch we used for that?
Normal NO, sir. NO.
We used NO contact for all of you read the first question. This is known as the inching process. In PLC, we use two kind of process. First is inching and second is latching. So this question is from the inching process. Develop a ladder program such that the lamp L1 should glow when the switch S1 is made on and the lamp gets off when the switch S1 is made off. Which kind of context we are used for this program?
NO type context, sir.
Okay. And addressing is I0.0 for the input and for output Q0.0. And this is simple programming for PLC and where we use. Just download it and load. I will do the connection for this with the hardware configuration also. Let's do the connection. First, I connect one toggle switch in an input I0.0 and second connection Q0.02 indicator. Commercer says that in the morning, input and output has a optical isolation. So we don't need to connect input to output. Just we connect the input and output partially. Okay. Just I'm pressing toggle switch and output on. And when we press off, output gets off. In same program, and we will also use this program for the sensor. We will also use for the program for the sensor. Just connect the sensor, proximity sensor. Let's we are connect. Don't need to change the program. Just connect with the sensor and touch it. Lights glow on. When we untouch it, lights glow off. Okay. Let's go to the next program. If you have any doubt, ask me. Is there any programming section or hardware section? Otherwise, we will go to the next program. Is there any other doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's go on the second question. Develop a ladder program such that the lamp L2 should not glow when switch S2 is made on. When S2 switch S2 is made on, lamp should glow when the switch S2 is made off. Lamp glows when switch 2 is off, then lamp glow on. When switch 2 is on, lamp glows off. Which kind of contact we are used here?
Normally closed. NC.
NC. Okay. Let's download it. We use same connection for that, and in this time we are using push button for input, and for output we are using LED. In a normal condition, NC switch directly connect with the Q0.0, directly connected with the output. But when we pressed it, lights glow off. Just seen in the, and when we release it, lights glow on. Means when we energize the coil, output gets off. When we de-energize the coil, output gets on. Okay. When we press it, light it, output glow on in that program. Let's take another. Just think about it. Just think about that program. Just read it. An output lamp should get on when two input switch S1 and S2 are on. Which kind of condition we are used for?
And you will use and
NO to NO switch in series is like AND condition, both NO switch in series.
Yes. They are connected to NO switch in series. Give address I0.1 and download it. For the input, we connect I0.0 for the first input and second toggle for the I0.1 and one output for the lamp. Okay. Yes. When we press the switch 1, output glow. No. Okay. When we of that and push switch number 2. But output glows not. Okay. When the both switch is pressed in the on condition, output glows on. That when we off or check all the conditions, when both switch is off, output coil is not energized. When I on first switch, output coil is not energized. But when we press second switch, output coil is not energized. But when we press both switches at the same time, output glass energized. Okay. Let's take another example for that. Fourth example. Just read it. The lamp should get on when any one of the switch S1 or S2 is made on, or both the switches are on. Just read
And
it.
Or conditions are two NO switches in parallel.
Yes, two NO switches are connected in the parallel. Okay. In our condition, this is switch S1 connected. Take one NO and another NO and connect in parallel and one output coil. Same as I 0.0 as the first input and I 0.1 as second input and as the output coil. Download it and check output. When we press any one of switch, output gets on. Either switch 1, either switch 2, or both switch. Only both switches are off. In that condition, our output gets off. Where we used this kind of example we are used for programming in industry.
In staircase also we can use this, sir. Staircase type of
Or
thing like.
No. So in
Or,
a stair,
remote switches, like you can switch on anything from local or remote or from both. When we have two types of control, one is local and one is remote, we can use this, I feel.
yes. Like we use for also for the power supply. They have a torrent power supply, and when electricity is cut, we have one inverter or a generator. We have one inverter and one electricity supply. When inverter is on, power anyone in the inverter or power supply has on, output gets on.
Sir, why you preferred to go for parallel connection? Is there any particular reason?
Ma'am, if you are using two generators, if one goes off by any chance, the second generator can take the place and supply the electrical energy. So this parallel connection is required. Similarly, if you want to control a lamp from two places, whenever you put any one of the switches, the lamp should go on. In such cases, we can use this parallel connection.
One
Thank
will,
you, sir.
the other will come, other will resume the work. It's like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes. Sir already explained it using the example of inverter and the household power supply. If the supply from the electricity board goes off, the inverter can take charge and supply the power to the load, provided that inverter is an online one. You may have heard of online UPS.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to the another example. Example 5. When lamp should glow on, either this condition is on. If satisfied this condition, switch S1, S2 or S3 in a parallel condition is on, then lamp glow on. Otherwise, lamp goes off. Let's make it. S1 and S2 in a series, and S3 with parallel connection. S2. S1 and S2 in a parallel condition. So I 0.1 and S3 with series condition. So we attach I 0.2 for the I 0.2. I 0.0 and I 0.1 means switch S1 and S2 in parallel condition, and in that parallel condition, series one switch S3 is connected with the series. Let's download it and to the output. Switch S1, switch S2, and switch S3. When switch S1 is pressed, when switch S1 is pressed, output not go on. But switch S2 is pressed, then the output is not energized. But when S3 is pressed, then output energized. It means either switch S1 or S2 pressed and S3 is on, then output go on in both conditions. But if S3 is off, when we press S1, switch S1 press and switch S2 press, output there's no gloss on. But if S3 is pressed and in this condition, when we S3 is energized, then when we press S1, either S2, output glows on. But if we de-energize the S3, so both condition S1 or S2 pressed, but output doesn't get on. Is there any doubt?
So the logic behind it is?
In this condition, S3, when switch S3 is not pressed, means our one sensor, my robot is on, its actuator is also on, but welding arc is welding gas is not on for the welding. So robots cannot do any kind of work. Just because this is welding robot and welding gas is not working properly, a sensor gets not any kind of signal to the welding arc or welding gas. So is it not operate the robot? But when we on our welding gas, then when we pressed, when we move robot for the doing the welding job, it gets on. Either we do our manual operating mode, the robot do that job. But our when we off our welding gas, robot is when we operate our robot to do this job, robot cannot do that. Okay. Okay, anyone has other doubt? Okay, let's take a new example. Anyone says, just read that question program. Fan is to run when all following conditions are met. Just read that program and tell me which kind of conditions apply for this program. A fan is to the run when all following conditions are met. Switch S1 is kept on, switch S2 or S3 is made on, and S6 or S7 or S8 is made on. And switch S2 on, either switch S4 and S compulsory. In S4 and S4, either any one switch is off, output not met, and in the last condition, switch S6, S7 and S8. Any one switch is on, the output gets on. So just tell me.
Sir, series connection S1, S4, S5 and remaining switches all in parallel.
S5. Okay. There. See, when we connect, okay, R is 0.0 and switch either switch S2 or S3 is made on. So it or means parallel connection, and both all switches are connected with the series because all conditions are met. So first connect when S2 and S3 is 0.1. I 0.2. Is it okay? And in the third condition, S4 and S5 compulsory on. Means series S4 and S5. I 0.3. I 0.4. Compulsory connection. And in the last condition, either a S6, S7 or S8. Any one is I0.7. Here all conditions are met. Switch S1, either switch S1 on, compulsory है. Switch S1 kept on, compulsory. S2 or S3 made on. Either switch S2 on, either switch S3 on. And switch S4 and S5 are made on compulsory. Okay. And in S5, S6 and S7 is any one of on. Let's download it and show the output. How much input? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Let's connect. R0.0 switch S switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, switch 5, sorry, switch 4. Let's switch 5, switch 6, and switch 7. All switches are connected. Okay, and one output. When all conditions are met true, switch S1 is connected, and there is a switch S2. Some complicated structure. S3 connect with the S3, S4 connect with the S4, S5 with the S5, and S6 on the output is 0.0. Okay, all conditions. Just think about it. See where we use when this kind of sensors we are arranged. Means our gas sensor compulsory on. Our temperature sensor or temperature sensor of fan, anyone on, and our arc and motor both compulsory on, and another sensor anyone is on, then output on, then output go to the cell, our cell. Okay, let's check it. When we press S1, it's met condition. When either S2 press or either S3, I press S3, condition met. Either compulsory fix S3 and S4. Okay, and it's on. Why? Just because S5, S6 and S7. Anyway, anyone on in this S4, S5 and S5, S6 and S7, we on any one switch, output get connected. Then connect with any S6, S7. We on any kind of switch on, then output goes on. Let's check it. Another combination. First, we start compulsory switches. Switch S1 compulsory, okay, and switch S3 is compulsory. S4 is also compulsory, and check the condition. S1 or S2. Previous time we used S2, S3, and in this time we use S2. Yeah, okay. And in S5, S6, and S7, we used S7 in this time. Power gets on. Okay. Any doubts regarding this program?
Not yet. Not at the moment, sir.
Okay, let's move on the next example. This is the latching circuit. Just read it. Use two switch S1 and S2. When switch S1 press, lamp L1 gets on, and when switch S2 press, lamp L1 gets off by the latching. It is very important circuit for our industry. Just record is it has a start and stop switch by using the push button. This is very important circuit for our industry because in industry we are normally used push button for the start and stop circuit. So this example is very important for our industry. Okay, use two switch for S1 and S2. When switch S1 press, the lamp L1 gets on. When switch S2 press, lamp L1 gets off. Okay. Anyone say that?
Sir, what software is being used for these simulations here on the screen?
This is the TI portal.
Okay.
Totally integrated automation portal. This software is made by the Siemens, Germany.
Okay, sir.
Sir, shall we use set reset for this? Say
No,
when we set no type but set type, like flip flop type set. When set L1 on and when reset lamp off. So that can be done.
Like flip flop, we are using latching.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That can be done, or we will take the feedback of this output. Means there would be connection parallel. That can also means that would be like again designed latch. Like we will take feedback of push button. That would be parallel, and that becomes the latch of push button, and that becomes set reset switch.
We use the push button I0.0 for NO. When we pressed it, it's gone on because NC switch is for the stop circuit. And there is the output Q0.0. Okay. As madam says that latching, we are use feedback. We use Q0.0 as a latching circuit or a memory bit, memory element. Yes, connect. Just connect I0.0 with one push button and I0.1 for the second and output for the one and download it. When we press switch S1, power gets on. When we leave it, but output is on. And as program says that when we press switch S2, the lamp goes on. Okay, same as when we press S2, lamp goes off. When we press S1, lamp gets on. When we press S2, lamp gets off. How is that possible? When we press S1, the Q0.0. When Q0.0 is on, it gives to the feedback here, their memory element. And when we release it, but the output gets on from their memory side. And when we release S2, Q0.0 off. When Q0.0 off, its memory bit is also off. Just because of that, our power supply cut from the lamp and lamp go off. Any doubt regarding start stop switch? Any other doubt?
No, sir.
Go for the next example. We have a switch S1 and robot R1. When we press switch S1, robot R1 gets on after 5 seconds. We will check. For example, we have a switch S1 and robot R1. When we press the switch S1, robot R1 gets on after 5 seconds. So what will be used in this? We are using a timer. We are using one timer. Let's go for a timer. So I tell you what is timer. We are using T-on timer. Address of timer is T37 to T96. We can use timer from T37 to T97. This is the address of timer. Okay? It is the PT. Means how much time you want to for the 5 seconds. Okay? Use 5 seconds for the timer. Switch S1. When we press the switch S1 means I 0.0 is pressed and coil is here for the Q 0.0. Let's download it. Okay, let's see here. When we press our switch S1, the timers go on, and after 5 seconds, our output gets on. Like that. Here, when we press our switch S1, the output gets on after 5 seconds. Okay? And we used this kind of timers in anywhere where we want to delay. Anyone has a doubt in timer?
Once the timer starts, sir, is there any option to stop in between?
To stop the timer. But this timer, T-on type timer, has when we start, timer starts from 0, but we want to, if we want to use another timer, TONR, redundant type timer, redundant timer. If you stop that timer, is there add up an output? Next output Q 0.1 and PT T 5 seconds. Take example 5 seconds and download it. Just see the result. When we start timer S1 by pressing the S1 switch, the timer starts, but unfortunately I stopped it in between. Let's see that. T-on timer starts from 0, but TONR timer has stored their timing. And when we start that switch, T-on timer has on and T-on timer means redundant timer store their timing value. If we stop That's in between the process. But if we use T on timer only, it does not save any time value. It counts from 0.
It's not
Any
going
other
to
doubt?
continue with that particular time. Again, it starts from 0.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Or if you want to store that value, we're using redundant timer. This kind of TOR. Anyone has any doubt? Let's take new example. We have a 4 sensor, S1, S2, S3. When all sensors are activated, the emergency lamp L1 gets on. If sensor S1, S2, and S3 and S4, both sensors are on, then after our output coil gets energized. Otherwise our coil do not get energized. Let's check. What will we do? Anyone say? Which kind of connections?
Parallel connection, sir. All anodes.
Just read again. All sensors are activated. Then emergency switch, emergency lamp L1 gets on. Not anyone.
Sorry, then series connection. All means in series.
Yes. Okay. That's right. All switches, all sensors are on activated. Then output gets on. I0.0. I0.1. I0.2. I0.3. And key 0.0. And download it. Okay. When our sensor S1 is energized and sensor S2 is also energized, S3 is energized, and S4 also energized, then output lamp emergency output is on. And if any one sensor has in a off condition, our output lamp or emergency lamp is not energized. Okay? Anyone has a doubt?
No, sir.
Here is the last example. We have sensor S1, robot R2. When sensor S1 activated, robot R2 off after 5 seconds. If you use I0.0 as a sensor and timer. Which timer we are used for this function? We have shut off the timer, shut off the robot. Anyone says I am using T on timer for off condition?
Because we want to add delay. So when switch is activated, that time delay timer would start or activate.
Yes. But I want to stop it. I want to stop that lamp. So when we
instead of NO,
yes,
we'll
yes.
use it.
Press the NC then.
Yes. Yes. Instead of NO, we are using NC of timer. Just click on it, copy, and paste on it. Yes. The output. Q0 point. Download it. In the first, we are read about the NO or NC coil. If NO coil energized, it becomes NC. And when NC coil is energized, it becomes NO. By using that condition, we are making this program. Okay. Robot 2 is start. Yeah. So robot 2 is start. But when I'm pressing switch S2, robot will stop in a 5 seconds. Okay, robot will stop in 5 seconds. Okay, is there any other doubt regarding software or anything else?
No, sir.
And
We will be using the same kind of software or will it vary, sir?
We will use the same type of software for programming.
Okay.
We are using a TI portal, step 7, Static Manager for the only Siemens company's PLC. And for the ABB PLC, we are using Rockwell and Twilight like a software.
Okay, sir.
And in to program PLC, we are using two kind of languages. First is the ladder, which you saw, and second one is the STL. It's a statement list. It looks like a C program. Okay. Is there any other doubt?
No, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thanks, sir.
thank you, sir.